Hey, welcome to Comic Talk. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Drew.
This is a trade review where we randomly decided to review We Will Bury You.
We'll bury you.
Alright, so yeah, this is a review of Brea, is it Brea Grant? B-R-E-A. Brea Grant and Zane Grant and somebody else, Kyle Strahm.
It's on IDW.
It's an IDW book. It's We Will Bury You, and we picked it up randomly to see what the hell is up with it.
W.
So what is this about, Drew?
Zombies, basically.
Yeah.
It's set in the 20s.
20s.
And we have lesbian protagonists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do you want us to just start with first impressions?
Overall?
Yeah, sure.
I thought the artwork was interesting, but everything else was super bland and something like I'd seen 100 million times before without really a fresh take other than it was set in the 20s and there were lesbians.
Agreed. This is something that I picked up based on just the title, the cover, and I opened it up and I said, that looks pretty neat.
Mm-hmm. The thumb through.
Yeah, you know, the quick thumb, it looked cool. I liked it's got this really kind of bumpy, almost early R. Crumb style to the inking that is kind of unique. Not a whole lot of stuff looks like this anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like a grotesque tank girl.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good description, I suppose. And it just, something about the 1920s and zombies and like the whole thing as kind of an elevator pitch. And when you look at the back, the description, it sounds like it could be really compelling. Mm-hmm. But I really felt like it fell a little bit flat.
Mm-hmm. I was excited too when you first get in it because there's these little bits of narration and they weren't too bad. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, it seemed written by an intelligent person at least, but again, the story just wasn't anything new, and I didn't really feel a good connection with any of the characters, like even in an anti-hero sort of way, which is, I think, what they were trying to go for.
Right. You know, what's funny is this was written by, I think, like a creator or a showrunner or something of the show Heroes.
Okay.
And Heroes kind of has the same problem. It always kind of did, where a lot of the ideas and the general concepts were like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but it just doesn't, it never comes together. It never seems like a cohesive whole. Like there was really, I'll tell you the main thing is, when I was done, I didn't feel like there was any point.
Yeah.
Like there was no reason for me to have read it. It wasn't particularly compelling from just a plot line, right? Like the story was nothing new.
And then the characters were flat.
Right.
You know, and uninteresting. The artwork is really, I think, probably the selling point if there is one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agreed. It leaves a lot of stuff kind of hanging, I felt like. Like there was a lot of good ideas that never really quite get explored in any way that really matters. I think the nature of this idea of like the immediate aftermath of a zombie apocalypse. It's not like Walking Dead kind of situation where you get character drama because they've been there for a while.
Right, everything's established.
It's established, like it's just kind of a mad dash run, right? Like they're just kind of trying to get away from zombies, which is really not very compelling read, right?
Yeah, and then just some zany shit happens, like with her husband, and then like the freak show down at the pier or whatever
Coney Island.
Yeah, Coney Island. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it just never gets its footing. It never goes anywhere that really made me care. It is a fast read, though. I mean,
is that a good thing, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for this it was because it was good, but
yeah,
if I was enjoying it, that probably would have upset me.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably nothing positive about that aspect of it either, is there? Was there any redeeming qualities other than pretty cool art, or at least unique?
Nah.
I didn't really think so either. I really didn't. everything kind of does what you would expect it to do as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't even really surprise you anywhere along the way.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, if you told me the skeleton of the story, I could fill in the rest, and it'd probably be just as good.
Right.
You know?
Right. Even the writing itself, like the pacing isn't that great. The dialogue is... It's really just the bare essential dialogue to move you from panel to panel. It doesn't...
That, and there's some very pointless sort of like side agenda stuff happening, which is just strange.
Yeah, that doesn't get explored enough to matter to you as a reader, but gets explored enough to waste your time reading about it, right?
Yeah, that's why I would put it. That's a pretty good description.
Yeah. And really, you know what, I would say that almost describes the whole book. You never get to the meat of anything going on. You just get these little snippets of all these different characters, but really... In the action, the way the art's cool, but the style of art doesn't really work that well for the action-oriented pacing either.
No.
You know, it does the grotesque thing well, but you don't really get a sense of the movements in the scenes. You know what I mean? Like from panel to panel, you don't really get a firm grasp of who's moving to where, what's happening to who. Mm-hmm. And the dialogue doesn't do you any favors either, because it's often not very well connected to what's going on. It's just kind of all over the place. It was pretty disappointing overall.
Yeah. Good job, IDW and these people. Brea. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. So this is going to be a big no, I think, for us. Don't bother with this one. There's not much in here to love. Even if you are into, zombies and apocalypse in the 20s, there's probably a lot of other things out there to go for first,
Yeah. I mean, this you could get just as substantial of a story out of like a 2-hour movie, and again, that would be cheaper probably.
Yeah. Yeah, not really worth the cost of entry on this one. Anybody else read this, or can you think of any, other than The Walking Dead, any other zombie stuff that might be better? I wouldn't mind reading another zombie thing. This made me want a good zombie story.
I'm not super into it. I like the iZombie show. I wouldn't be opposed to checking out at that point.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Anything else though? This made me want a good zombie story just because it sort of fell so flat. So
because it isn't one.
Yeah. So if you got anything you can think of, let us know.
Yep.
We got a bunch of stuff coming up. We've got a big old stack of trades that we're going to work through over the next month or so. We've got Grant Morrison's Wonder Woman Earth 1 coming up. We've got Unbelievable Gwenpool. We're going to hit that one. We're going to hit up Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men Gifted. What else do we got?
She-Wolf.
Got She-Wolf. Yeah, Volume 1 of She-Wolf. That one looks super weird and could either be absolutely right up our alley or a total flop. I'm not sure which it's going to be yet. You'll have to wait and see. I haven't read it. Have you read it yet?
Read it, no.
We just got it sitting, so we'll see how that goes. There's a couple things as well on that list. That's not even everything, but that's good enough for now. Check back with this on the regular.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, podcast, YouTube.
Thanks for watching.
Escalator.